scavengers sniffing around the perimeter. Took 'em out.
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Grot. I have stories, let me tell you.
I don't sell Rincol to humans. Matter of principle.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's hurt not bother you. He can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's... rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Don't forget to talk to Hark. He's in Vorn's greenhouse.
Think we'll have to go back to Ania? No. Again, toss him into the sinkhole.
Just stick around. See how it plays.
I'd love to take down the world.
Should've known Morda would take over.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes?
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladon all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two... you know...
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladon. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
Salvager at the Paradise might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
See that worm? No one can land a scratch on it. Don't talk to the customers too much. Bad for business.
Pathfinder, welcome.
You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child.
Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
About time someone around here is friendly.
Just give him time. Prove you're one of the good ones. Now buy something before he starts yelling again.
That fall really made a difference.
I'm leaving. No way this
Pretty
colony
wild
will
out
make
there.
it.
They'll kill you for the tire. It's the inside.
Another leak?
Ran into some of those scavengers.
Ravenor Brank.
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgal. Or Clan Urdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor, too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
That's Remnant. No way she can use it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me. Thanks, Brank. Want to double your creds? Blood pressures always win. At least it's them.
out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. They'll kill you.
Easy Forms back.
That's the remnant derelict Morta's obsessed with.
What's with the smudge over your eyes? Trying to be some kind of superhero?
Why all the bones? Trying to be some kind of supervillain?
Yes.
Cool.
Scavengers have been trying for months to get salvage from this place. Watch out, that's a field of death.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
We need to find a way around this. We're out of reach of those surges down here.
Watch out for the turret, though.
There's more around every corner. Watch your six and my back. should look for more glyphs.
Think that's it? Should be enough glyphs.
Interface accepted.
Oof, so cool in here. So nice.
Eladin's a mystery to me. It's hellish, hot.
Lawless, crazy, murderous. Never mind the water mafia.
Gotta be a big reward for those scavengers to put up with the risk.
Information from Kadara lists raw materials from remnant architecture as extremely profitable.
There's a lot of damage in here. Better watch our step. Hopefully we can find a route to the drive core, then get out of here. At least this still works. Any theories about this ship?
You mean the crash? Scourge fried the guidance system, or I don't know. Everything?
That's a safe bet. But where's the crew? What happened to them?
And where did they come from? This ship suggests they aren't from Helios.
won't complain.
This is probably the access terminal for the...
The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
Ship is pretty busted up. Someone found another way in.
That's what we get for coming in the right way.
So who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
Oh, when I find the scavenger scum that has my drive core... Okay, I might be taking this too personally. Let's hunt them down.
Huh. I don't think these belong here.
Flares? That's not remnant tech.
The intruders must have entered from this direction.
Remnant here. More flares. Seems like the right direction.
Very kind of these thieves to leave us a clear trail.
Pretty handy. I'd hate to get lost in here.
No wonder about the dead scavengers. Naturally, they're getting their asses kicked.
Nice shot!
Just try to stop.
So this is how they got in, whoever it was.
Wasn't Morda who took the drive core. If she knew about this entrance, they wouldn't try to break in.
Finally, Back out into the bright, scorching light of day.
Meh. Better than rain.
We've got a lock on your position. Sending down a forward station. Suvi, Sam's uploaded a signature from the Remnant Drive Core housing. Can you trace it?
Tricky from our position. It won't be a full scan.
Give me whatever you can. We need to find out who stole it.
Scavenger scum.
Okay, think I've got something. I've updated your nav system. My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway. Fiends. More than one.
We're sure this is the right spot?
I'm sure.
Perfect. How come the right spot is never by a quiet pond or in a field of wildflowers?
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
Let's go! Fiend steak for supper.
Pathfinder, that signature Sam uploaded for the missing Remnant Drive Core, it's near your present location. Scanning the area should narrow the search radius.
Thanks. Sam, scan the area.
These scavengers are scum, but also desperate, and desperate is bad.
What's this thing worth to them?
Their friends died for it, so a lot.
Scan is complete. By my calculations, the drive core is here.
Wait until Morta sees us with her drive core.
No drive core here. Suvi, Sam, what's going on?
The drive core was here, Pathfinder, by the strength of the signature, not long ago.
Of all the shitty luck. Sometimes I think I'm unlucky. In general, I mean.
Not that I've noticed.
You can be honest. It's possible, right? Could even be genetic.
You need to talk to Lexi about that one.
Think I'd rather not.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Remind me how that scanned energy signature will help us find the drive core?
The drive core emitted a unique reading that I haven't encountered before in Remnant tech. It took a great deal of power to run that ship, whatever its purpose.
Suvi, keep your eyes on this and give us an update when we get closer. Don't want to overshoot.
Pathfinder, the salvage ahead attracted scavengers.
Got them all.
Looks like outlaws. drive core reading, right? We need to get it back.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The Scourge site is nearby, Pathfinder. Remnant activity may be unstable.
Nearing the new area with the signature for the Remnant drive core was detected. We'll need to scan the area to zero in on the signal.
Thanks, Subi. Looks like we missed the action this time.
I think I know these Grogan. They aren't Morta's group.
Why don't we scan the bodies before they turn to dust?
Or we do.
Pathfinder, I'm scanning the unique signature from the drive core, but it's clearly not here.
Yeah, I got that part.
Which is why I specified clearly.
Sam, were you being sarcastic?
Not intentionally. However, I've noted that my response was regarded that way.
The drive core must be powerful to be worth killing and dying for.
And the winner here took off with it.
Seems to track.
We should look for another clue to where they were headed.
Password. Why would you ever write down your password?
Ryder, don't forget about that sweet drive core, Remtech.
Heard stories about this place. Better keep our heads down.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah. An honorable knife in the back is still a knife.
Hey, Drac.
Yeah?
Don't go dying anytime soon, okay?
You got it.
hiding something?
Like a drive core, for instance?
Sweet double-crossing grand.
That's the last of them. Let's find that drive core.
So Strux took the drive core? Not scavengers? Not Morta?
I think I feel used, but I'm not sure for what. Drac, any ideas?
A few. Clan Jorgel is the worst. Unbalanced, unreliable.
You think maybe Strux wants to build a bomb?
Or just sell it on Kadara? But then why hide it here?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
I'm super curious. Who can guess the motivations of a crazy Krogan? Drac, do me a favor and don't spill this to the Krogan yet. I want to talk to Morta and Strux face to face.
You got it.
Gil, I need you to send an ops crew to this location. They're picking up a remnant drive core.
Got it. Will do.
Sam, change the passcode on the door to this place and transmit it to Gil. Keep that tech safe. It might be the most powerful thing we've found.
We just picked up amazing rem tech, but all I can think about is a shower.
Waste of water. What you need is a good old-fashioned Krogan dust bath. Welcome back. You keep up the good work, kid. That fall when they did it different.
Been out of the sea about it.
Back off.
Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship.
That's true.
And that you sold it to scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
Strux is the one you should be interrogating.
Stay out of Krogan affairs, Nexus. I'll interrogate who I want.
Are all Krogan terrible listeners?
Wait for it. Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morta has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
You're all talk, Jorgel Strux. I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgel. Core and make us so powerful that the Nexus will bow down to us. Except you can't, 'cause we have it.
Oh, Drac. I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
Finally. Okay, where to start? It all began when Strux contacted me.
Okay, I'm done listening now.
I didn't even get to the good part.
I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgel. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance. My father lowered himself to join your clan because he admired your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morda, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you. Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Just like that? Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Ryder, that's unique remnant tech.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
You have to give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New Tuchanka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Well?
Okay, Morta, let's work together. You can have the Remnant Drive Core.
And you can set up your outpost here, Nexus. We're all gonna be friends and prosper, right? You bet we are. Whenever you're ready, bring your outpost people here, and they'll be welcome.
This is a great day, Morda.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news. Good luck, Overlord Morta.
Pathfinder, this location is ideal for outpost placement. You can call an outpost via the beacon.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild.
Look ahead. The scavengers dug into the sand.
What's the worst trouble you've ever been in, Drac?
Look around.
Really? You've been alive 1,400 years and this is the worst?
Trouble always feels worst when you're in it. Everything else is just a good story.
Confirmed. Calling out.
You really did it. Almost a civil war, and you brought them back.
But it's all about the resources. No poetry, right?
I considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
You know, it's hard to calculate how few fucks I give about Tan's opinion.
I, of course, can't comment. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. And it will undoubtedly draw one of Dr. Kennedy's trackers. Search the Zaubre system. She and her child are still a priority. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
You may have heard some crazy things about Eladin and New Tuchanka. All true. Every word. And if I know some of you, that's more of a draw than anything I could say now.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
One of your people tried to enter our family quarters.
Karista
Tell him
Chana,
if we catch him
Andromeda
there again,
Initiative.
he's losing a hand.
Here to oversee operations and attempt to repair relations between the Nexus and the Nakmor clan. It is a tremendous accomplishment, securing their cooperation.
Just make sure you guys don't screw it up a second time.
Well deserved. Leadership's previous decisions regarding the Krogan were short-sighted, prejudiced. I won't repeat their mistakes.
How's the situation here?
Actually, I have a concern. There's a remnant architect in the area. You might have even seen it on your way in. If it detects us, or the Krogan, it's going to attack.
Remnant. Always stomping around like they own the place.
Ryder?
Don't worry. I'll have a good long talk with it.
I'll leave you to it then.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
What's it like living an entire millennium, Drac?
You want my advice? Take notes as you go. Otherwise, you sort of lose track of it all.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That's the last of these news receivers. Let's go tell Davis.
That architect is huge!
Hit the legs. Looks like a remnant structure. Legs are weak.
after it. Hit the legs. Hit the head. It's open.
Head exposed! Take it out!
Head's the target.
Reloading!
Don't let it reproduce!
the legs. Reinforcements.
Get its leg! That gotta hurt! Interface, we'll cover you. You're quick to wade into the shit. Maybe slow it down.
From over here, seems like you should speed it up. So much violence. Time to fight!
That's it. Shaman will handle the rest.
You've reached the nav point provided by...
Nice work.
This is the active terminal. Initiating download.
Reinforcements.
More baddies incoming! Down you go!
How's it going, Sam? Come on, come on! How big are those files?
Unreasonably large. Also, this terminal holds 15 exabytes of data, and I have no way to gauge what is important.
Damn. Should have thought of that. Loading ammo!
Outlaws.
One of your people tried to enter our family quarters.
Good news?
You tell him if we
The
catch him
architect's
there
pacified.
again, he's
It
losing
might come
a hand.
close, but it won't be a danger.
That's a relief. Thank you, Ryder.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
Temperature at the Paradise is currently 32 degrees Celsius, Pathfinder.
That's quite a change. The vault really did its job.
You've survived the gang leaders and the worms so far. I'm impressed.
What happened to the other salvage runner, Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lieta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Lieta was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
Dry.
Dr. O'Keefe's important. Thank you for bringing me the data. Now I can continue the work of Dr. O'Keefe. The Krogan will be great again.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
Dry.
Can't believe you want to play the heavy wild out there. They'll kill you for a tire.
You don't have permission to approach Morton.
Pathfinder, you're back.
I set the lure. We should be in business.
Good. I already filled Varka in.
I don't like it, but I won't back down from a challenge.
Gren's another story. He refuses to fight with Varka.
I'll talk to Gren. He'll come around.
Ha! Good luck. Coward's afraid my fighting will make him look bad.
I don't think he'll listen to an outsider, but it's worth a shot.
You don't have permission to approach Morton. Got the orders from Florida.
It's Gren, isn't it? I'm the Pathfinder. There's a right of union waiting for you.
I told Kordic, and now I'm telling you. I won't do it.
Varka already agreed to the right.
Don't care. I'm not fighting with that arrogant sack of rocks.
Help me out here, Drac.
Kid, you have two choices. Charge into that arena, Or listen to Varka call you a quatless coward for the rest of your life.
So you're ganging up on me too? Any chance you'll just give up and leave me alone?
You had to be stubborn. Now you're stuck with me.
Thought so. Fine. If it gets everyone off my back, I'll perform the rite. But I don't trust Varka to fight fair. The second that fiend is dead, she'll gun for me. I need a third party to keep her in check. Someone neutral, like a Pathfinder.
Me?
That's right. I don't fight unless you do.
What about my squad?
No squad. Just you, me, and Varka.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Pathfinder, turns out that fiend you lured was female. Brought 2 males with her.
You gotta be kidding.
Now this is a fight. this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well...
Was that a compliment I heard?
Don't look so smug.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working on those pointers you gave me.
It shows. You let him ship off.
Been out of the
Lost it all the pit
PB's been looking for you.
Pathfinder, you have new email. You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
There you are.
Hi.
Okay, who stole PB and put you in her clothes?
Not funny.
It's a little funny.
Okay, it's a little funny. I received this.
Hey, babe. Sorry I broke your pet. It lacked versatility. Couldn't keep up. Maybe I'll do the same with your other new toy. Ta.
She means you. I hate her.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Oh, I don't know. It's not that she took my bot and broke her. We got Puck back and I repaired her. Better than ever. Now my scanner's fully upgraded and sweeping the cluster for remnant signals. We won.
So what's the problem?
It's just drummed up feelings I thought I'd put behind me. Turns out I just buried them. This is what happens when you let people in. You acquire baggage. I travel light, damn it. No baggage.
Letting people in can be life-changing. In the best way. In a never-been-done way.
I want to, but also I don't. That's the problem with strings. too complicated. I let Kalinda become important to me. Look where that ended up. Now you've become, or you're becoming, important. But you need to know, I resist checking out of this hotel every day.
With accommodations like these, I don't blame you.
You are funny. I just need a little space. Time to think. Hopefully, my now REM-tech-infused scanner will pick up something amazing and make all this Kalinda trouble worthwhile.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
It could be coming from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We did find evidence that Natanis may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanis hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Or keeping it afloat, at least.
Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
Hello, Scott. Kodara Port has raised questions for the future.
What questions?
If we succeed in Andromeda, more AI will be created. We are all individuals. Some may commit illegal acts. But if AI are also citizens, there must be laws and penalties for us too. I wonder what form they will take.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Anomaly detected. Pathfinder, I've detected the last CK tracker we need.
Right. We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the Rokar.
Deploying probe.
Erratic. It's drifting, and I'm getting Ket drive wash.
Now the Ket are involved? Damn it, get close.
Cal was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation, or Rokar. We have to find them on Vold.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Will things be all right with your family after?
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help!
This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you.
No, not now.
This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Is that typical?
Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood. Give me a gun.
Always give the mother the gun.
Tell them to hurry.
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on.
I'm on someone else's schedule.
Turret ahead!
Looks like it needs power.
pressure is falling, Pathfinder. I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help! This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you. No, not now. This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Is that typical? Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood.
Looks like outlaws.
Give me a gun.
Always give the mother the gun.
Tell them to hurry.
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on.
I'm on someone else's schedule.
Turret ahead.
Looks like it needs power.
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help! This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you. No, not now. This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Is that typical? Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood. Give me a gun.
Always give the mother the gun.
Tell them to hurry.
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on.
I'm on someone else's schedule.
Looks like it needs power.
Good one.
is falling, Pathfinder.
Hey, out! What about it, Kennedy?
We're safe. He's safe.
Congratulations!
Get clear, Doctor. But we have to wrap this up with Addison.
Understood, Pathfinder.
This remnant site has defenses in place, Pathfinder.
Are you going the right way? Excellent physical condition, Cora. Better than anyone on the squad.
Thanks. Didn't realize you were paying attention.
The mind wants what the mind wants.
Can you imagine the heating bills if we settled here?
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pen.
PB's been looking for you.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder. Prepping VidCon communications.
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Lungs like a banshee, and safe.
And now that you're back in the fold, it's the Initiative's job to keep you safe.
This all started with tech that could steal Initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research, and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No, thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
We fought off Ket and Rokar. Those threats won't just go away.
That's the Nexus way. Shut the doors and hope. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful as hell, but it won't be long before none of this matters. There's others out there. I was just furthest along. If you want us safe, make it all safe.
Prodromos is where we started our new lives. They'd love to welcome this one.
It's not too far. If you ever want to talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
You never said what name you chose. Maybe Pathfinder? Scott's good too.
No, it's David. David Edward, for an old friend. Goodbye, Ryder, and thank you.
Just talked to Kesh. Looks like some of the clan are back at the Nexus. Hired on as mercs instead of part of the initiative, but still. Good call you made. Letting her keep the drive core.
New dawn for the Krogan, huh?
Never thought I'd see the day. Sovereign Krogan as equal allies. My mother would have approved.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon's ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go-around.
I've got it all under control.
How naive do I look? Just... stay out of the skirts, huh?
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, Being on your own from such a young age?
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Better not go running off on Kadara. Might end up in another cage. Or someone's stew.
It looks wise. And those are tool-using paws. Are you sure it's not more intelligent than us?
Hey there, what's new?
Huh, funny you should ask. I need to know, if I had something really important to do, could I count on you to help, to come along?
Important? Or stress relief important?
This time, important. Thanks to my newly Remnant augmented scanner, I'm onto something big. Hear that signal? Best I can tell, it's coming from a piece of raw Remnant programming tech. A building block in an unused state. My eyes bulge thinking what we might be able to learn from it, or do with it. It's like a Rem Tech wildcard, the kind of mystery I live for. I have to get it. There's no time to waste, right?
Okay.
That's it? No preamble, no further interrogations, just okay? You're in?
I'm in.
Yes! That your game means the world to me. Loading the coordinates into the galaxy map. Consider me primed and ready.
Old orbit is steady.
signed up for.
Pathfinder, this is Nexus Control. I've decrypted the scrambler you found. Sending you the information now.
Good job. Pathfinder out. Sam?
Received, Pathfinder. The scrambler contains all the evidence necessary to incriminate Spender.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS. I'm sorry, Colonial Affairs.
Drac will want to see this.
10 of your status. An expedition to Eden.
Thank you for the Kadara nails.
I'm
They didn't
worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you.
We've got everything we need on Spender.
I've been waiting for this moment for nearly a year. Ready?
Let's go confront Spender.
Be nice to bring his head back to Morda on a pike, you know, as a gift.
He's Nexus personnel. Addison and Kandros will decide what to do with him.
Spoil sport.
I didn't have a choice. Aron said they'd kill me.
You helped the mutineers, Spender. That was a choice right there.
All you had to do was ask for help. Instead, you put everyone else at risk to save yourself.
People died because of you, Spender.
They said no one would get hurt. I didn't hurt anyone. It's not my fault.
You're done now, buddy, and with any luck, they'll give you to me.
Everything the Pathfinder's saying is true. Here's the proof.
A scrambler packed with logs and credit transfers to exiles.
This has been going on since the mutiny. He's been altering files, stealing supplies, communicating with them.
We have a confession from Aron, one of the exiles.
Aron. On the record this time.
We've been working with Spender since the mutiny. He armed us, and now he keeps us supplied. As long as we keep heat on the Krogan. I don't know why he hates them, but he really hates them.
I can't even begin to fathom the damage he's responsible for.
Like your hands are clean, Kandros? We all wanted the Krogan gone. I just made it easier. The exiles think I work for them, just like you think I work for you. That's what real politics looks like.
Right under our noses. God damn it, Spender!
The Krogan left. Spender played both sides just to get a promotion. You couldn't have seen that coming.
No. No, I was given ample reasons to suspect something. I just chose not to. Tan was on my ass about the Krogan so much, I let myself be blind to Spender.
You're getting a chance to fix this now.
Let's start with taking our side when my clan tries to negotiate a better deal with Tam. You need us, and frankly, we need you.
You're right. I'll back you up. We'll do it right this time.
So, what about him?
Lock him up. He won't be the last, but he'll make a fine example.
You're just gonna throw me in a cell?
Could be worse. We could throw you off the station. Think about that for a moment.
Thanks, Ryder. You have no idea how glad I am this business is settled.
William Spender, the director of Colonial Affairs, has been fired after he was caught stealing supplies from the Nexus.
What is it?
You're out there, facing the Ket. We hear only rumors making them out to be monsters. Maybe they just don't understand us. Do you think peace could ever be possible?
The Ket seem set in their ways.
So it would be up to us to change?
If they have their way, they'll change us into them. That's what they do.
Oh, I see. We must continue the fight then. Thank you for your time.
Fallout from the recent uprising. Where's that? Thanks for your help with those receivers. Our signal's strong, and our message is clear.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
A hostage crisis in hydroponics ended peacefully after the human Pathfinder negotiated an agreement between protesters and Nexus officials. Tensions reached a boiling point after protesters complained their families were being kept in stasis in favor of sleepers with political connections.
I can't wait.
This is HNS.
Ryder.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
You and the Pathfinder seem close.
Yes, I value his help. That's not what I meant. Don't you have shards to catalogue? Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Aren't star maps usually bigger?
An Angaran star map isn't used for navigation. It acts as a log of where its owner traveled. This one's data is locked, but Aelin can decrypt it for me. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring. My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
All systems green.
Now orbiting Gadara. Tracking a remnant architect.
Can't find good help to save my life. Need something?
I was told you could help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Hey, I'm a good friend to have. You help me, and I'll help you.
Go on.
I can bend Sloane's ear. That's worth more than credits.
Sold. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
Hey, Ryder.
Jarl, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Eladin?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
Do I even want to know?
Hey? Oh, this? Some idiot who got talked into a headbutting contest with me by his buddies.
Some buddies?
Hey! You!
Not in my bar.
I know you. Nexus. Your people hurt my friends. Now, we're gonna hurt you.
Looks like someone wants a fight. You up for it, Ryder?
You know I am. You start this, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah? You and what army?
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
Just what do you think you're doing? Balls almighty quads, I'm getting too old for this shit. Hey, Ryder. Do me a favor? Don't tell Cash about this.
I got you covered.
That you do, I just don't want her to worry.
It happens a lot.
Hey, you two, get back to work.
Ryder.
Now orbiting Gadara.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
now orbiting Kadara.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
You're not supposed to be here.
Lieta? You're tough to track down.
How do you know my name? What do you want?
Rorik was worried about you. He sent me to give you this cryo bracelet.
I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
home of Eos and Prodromos.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out. All ears. We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Is this a sure thing, Mitney, or just pie in the sky?
I have no interest in wasting your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Finally, solid ground. And actual sunlight to wake up. This would be great.
Enjoy it. I'll be up all night collecting moisture.
Hey, Pathfinder. Figured you might know how the militia's doing. Do they need people? I was in the Alliance reserves. With everything going on, I feel like I should go back to the Nexus and help.
Every colonist is doing important work right now. Help on Eos.
Okay. Thanks anyway. Good luck out there.
At least the Pathfinder helped us out, but damn. I still don't...
Where the hell is Kadar?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
The remnants change worlds, but places like this feel solid.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
All systems green.
Inalara system. Was that someone's name, Joel?
Inalara is a virtue. To know your map, your course, right down to the blood. It's a good name for the brink of the unknown.
Probe away. I found something. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Satellite detected.
Ryder, signal source is near a volatile volcano. I don't see a clear place to land.
Wow, PB's right. Whatever's giving off that signal is special.
Prep your team. I'll try to find a safe spot.
Where's PB?
I thought she'd be here.
Wake up, PB. Your mystery signal awaits.
Right. Okay, yeah. Actually, could you come here, please? My place. Straight away?
Callow? Hey, any luck finding a place to land?
Nothing yet. Might take a while.
Okay, PB, be right there.
I'm not missing this.
PB?
Back here. I won't bite.
What's this about?
Callow won't find a safe place to land the Tempest. And safety first!
You keep me on my toes, PB.
This is ill-advised.
I'm not doing this for the fun of it. The Tempest can't go where we need to be, and you can't get there from the ground. This is the only way in.
In? Where exactly are we going? PB, where are we going?
It's not my fault the signal's coming from inside a volcano. And we should land on stable ground, assuming my subterranean scans are accurate, and the impact doesn't alter trajectory too severely. And
tell me you have a plan for getting back to the Tempest.
is that a thing? We came all the way to another galaxy with no plan for getting back home. All right, brace for impact. So, are you mad, Ryder?
I'm not mad, PB.
Close one.
Any landing you can walk away from, right?
Ryder, come in. Are you all right?
Sam, relay to the Tempest that we're fine. Investigating PB's signal.
Right away.
I'm picking up the signal. It's housed within a remnant structure not far from here.
Sam, plot our trajectory.
Plotted.
Need to get through that obstruction. Maybe there's a console buried here somewhere.
Remnant power node detected within.
Come on! Break through the rock and access the power node. Go ahead and shoot.
Well, what do you know?
The network you're accessing seems to be a production system.
Production of what?
Remnant hardware.
Good. The gates are opening.
You've opened more than that. I'm picking up structural shifts throughout the cabin area. Interesting. That observer is in a persistent idle state. Its neural pathways are blank.
It's like POC when I stripped out its remnant protocols. It has no programming.
Seismic activity increasing. I'm picking up additional unprogrammed... Pathfinder. This site was a manufacturing center. That's a collapsed outlet point for an assembly line. You are identifying yourself as an ally to the unprogrammed observers in the assembly line.
Hey there, little guy. Nice to have you on the team.
Its protocols are limited, but it will perform simple tasks for you via your scanner.
Another gate. Have to get through.
That node controls the gate, but it's disabled.
Too high to access.
Our new friend knows what to do. And voila! Thanks, buddy.
Let's push on.
Pathfinder, Callow reports finding no safe area to land. Retrieval may be impossible.
Oops.
He has detected a few smaller vessels making their way to the surface, however.
Friend or foe?
Unknown.
Uh-oh. I know that shuttle.
Helisaria, are you tracking that sweet signal too?
Ugh, Kalinda. Back off. It's mine. Let's hurry. We have to get to the signal source before Kalinda.
Active observers.
Fully programmed and deployed bots will still react to you as an enemy.
Another gate ahead. Steer clear of the bots. Maybe they'll leave us alone. There's the gate. Look for a console.
Pathfinder, this console controls the gate. Activating will cause the observers to engage.
Good. The gate's starting to open.
And Sam's always right. Observers inbound! Reinforcements! All clear.
Gate's down. Let's go.
Thank you, Ryder. You opened a gate up here too. Come on, boys. We're in.
She must be on a ridge above us.
Shit! Shit! Shit!
Helisaria, the high road is much more direct.
How the hell did you find us here, Kalinda?
Guess you didn't notice the little transmitter I hid in Pock. So sloppy. Ta!
Ugh! That... Ryder, we need to pick up the pace. We have to make it across to the next ridge.
The chasm is too wide for a jump.
Pathfinder, interfacing with this console should allow you to extend the antenna so you can jump across.
Whoa. Major activity.
I can complete the hack, but you'll have to stay close.
Incoming!
Don't worry, rerouting power from these other structures.
And reducing our cover.
Shit. We'll never catch Kalinda.
Hunker down. More remnant.
No bots to fight up here.
I'm going to kill her.
Andromeda's men spotted on the upper ridge.
Pathfinder, there's another dispenser for unprogrammed observers in this area.
Who cares? What matters is that mountain of rock is between us and the signal source. Need to get across there, but that huge boulder's in the way.
Pathfinder, scanning the boulder will help determine. The rock is too dense for your weapons, but there is a deep fissure that an observer's beam might be able to exploit. I suggest you find the console that controls the dispenser.
Right. Get a friendly bot to do it.
Now we're in business.
Activating could draw hostile remnant.
Anyone order a friendly observer?
Sam was right. It comes with a ton of angry bots.
At least our new friend is fighting for us.
Hack the turret! We could use the help! Just what the doctor ordered!
Pathfinder, there's another dispenser for unprogrammed observers in this area.
Who cares? What matters is that mountain of rock is between us and the signal source. Another turret. Worth a hack, no? Just in case. Good idea.
Now we're in business.
Activating could draw hostile remnant.
Anyone order a friendly observer?
Sam was right. It comes with a ton of angry bots.
At least our new friend is fighting for us.
There's another dispenser for unprogrammed observers in this area.
Who cares? What matters is that mountain of rock is between us and the signal source. Another turret. Worth a hack, no?
Now we're in business.
Activating could draw hostile remnant.
Anyone order a friendly observer?
Sam was right. It comes with a ton of angry bots.
At least our new friend is fighting for us.
On it!
Pathfinder, interfacing is escalating tectonic activity. The area is becoming increasingly unstable.
Come on! We have to get past that boulder. Try to destroy it.
The rock is too dense for your weapons, but there is a deep fissure that an observer's beam might be able to exploit.
So scan the fissure and tell the bot to attack it. Observer to the rescue. All right, let's get across and over the ridge.
Make sure they don't get inside. A triple share to whoever brings me their sweet implants.
Man, I hate her.
We've got to follow her inside.
Her men won't make it easy.
Take them out!
On it! Let's go!
Hold them here, Cranit. I'm making sure they can't follow.
Shit, what's she up to?
Granite's that Krogan outlaw we keep running into.
Looks like we'll run into him.
So long, losers.
No, no, no! Melinda's barred the way!
Come to your doom, Pathfinder!
She sent more men our way.
Melinda sends her regards. No more playing around. Playing for keeps now. It's only a matter of time.
Granite's down!
Up there, above the gate. Another power node. There's gotta be a console for the dispenser around here.
The console here will summon an allied observer to repair the damaged gateway node. Scanning the disabled node will direct the allied observer to it. To open the dormant gate, the conduit node needs repair.
All right, we're back in the game. This is it. The signal source is in the next chamber.
I'm reading more dispensers for allied observers.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good place for an ambush.
Funny, that's exactly what I thought.
Melinda, you ass! Just give it up!
There's a piece of pure, uncut programming tech in here. Plus, you want it, so there's no way I'm giving up.
Pathfinder, I highly recommend using the consoles to summon allied observers.
You defeated all my men.
Really?
Not really.
Hopefully the observers will turn the tide. Pathfinder, this console will deploy allied observers.
Finished yet? Not even close. But I will have to go on a recruiting spree after this.
It's fruitless. Silence? Don't like the sound of that.
The signal source is beyond the next rise.
Let's go get it.
We're in business. Observers to the rescue once more. Linda's already there. We gotta get across.
Are you kidding me? How many guys does she have?
Linda's about to get the device.
There goes Phoebe.
You won't make it, Kalinda.
Too late, gal. It's mine. Damn it!
shit. Go! I got this.
PB, help! I'll give you everything I've got. All the relics, everything worth anything. Please, I don't want to die.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap, what?
I don't want her to die, Ryder.
But the device.
It's not worth her life.
No! Get the device!
Whoa! Wow, close one.
We need to get out of here.
Ryder, why did you do that? I could have saved her.
We'll talk once we're safe.
We've got to get out of here!
I think we're retracing Kalinda's footsteps.
Then it should lead to a way out.
No time to slow down.
We need to find another way!
The valley is submerged in lava. Hey, look! The escape pod! Well, there goes my bedroom. Yes, Kalinda's shuttles.
The final stretch! Let's get out!
Hey, stranger. How you doing?
I don't know. Can you explain what happened down there? I mean, Kalinda has been nothing but trouble, I grant you that. But why did you stop me from saving her?
I know you two were once close, but she was a user, PB. Who knows what she might have done? Couldn't take the chance.
I appreciate that. It's complicated, I know. It's just... desperate times bring out one's true colors, Ryder. I could have seen Kalinda's, even if it only confirmed the obvious.
Will you be all right?
I will. Eventually. Don't worry. In the meantime, I have this thing to occupy my thoughts, huh? I was right. It's raw, unused programming tech. With time, I can make it upload specs of our design into remnant hardware. A true fusion of both technologies. My first real mark in Andromeda, and I have you to thank.
We do have a little bookkeeping matter to discuss.
Ah, nuts. Yeah, the Tempest is light, one escape pod. That's gonna cost me, isn't it?
Next time we dock at Nexus, you buy a new one. If you don't have the funds, you work it off over time. Got it?
Hey, I'm the one out of bedroom. What do we do about that?
Mine's pretty big. And comfortable.
Comfortable, huh? Never made much difference to me.
Gee, that's too bad.
But a wise woman once said, desperate times bring out a person's true colors. Who knows? Maybe there's another color in me somewhere.